Hello everyone, welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 video. Today we are back on Dovetail Games' Spoorlijn Zwolle to Groningen route, which is the only Dutch route in the game, and I do apologise in advance for any Dutch mispronunciations. We are driving from here at Meppel down to Zwolle, and we are in the ICMm Koploper in Netherlands Spoorwegen colours. I was originally going to do a West Coast Mainline Trent Valley video today, but the 350 was playing up and I had to can the recording twice, so we're doing something a bit shorter. Should be about 16 minutes down to Zwolle from here at Meppel. So, master key, main mode selector, reverse, open the doors, get the safety systems, and sit back down. Brake lock. And let's do the lights. Oh, come on. There you go. And train compressor auto and train supply voltage. There we go. I'll be leaving in 20 seconds. Only stopping at Zwolle today. I did lock doors. There we go. Right. Right. Next and final stop today is Zwolle. In 22 kilometers. Have to keep an eye on the ATB bar at the bottom because, well, that's, yeah, because I'm not using the old HUD anymore. Has the taillight bug at the back been fixed? No, it hasn't. This is my favourite Dovetail Games route, but it's not without its issues, of course. We're up to... Okay, so ATB is currently 130. Yeah, I love the Koploper. It's a very well done unit, and the SNG3 Sprinter is as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a pity this is the only Dutch route. I'd have loved to see a Rotterdam to Amsterdam route, but hey. Yeah, I still think this route is very well done. Wonder if the Netherlands Spoorwegen license was a one and done thing. I'd be a bit sad if it was. I like this route. Route is mostly flat, but yeah, sometimes it. Yeah, just heard the dead man's isolation go off, so we'll have to tackle that in a minute. Let's get a screenshot though. And adjust the depth of field just so it blurs the background. And take that, please. Thank you very much. Yeah. There used to be a patch available on the Train Sim community website that actually fixed the taillight bug on this route with the Koplopers, but unfortunately, it seems to have been taken off. And I only use mods that are still publicly available, so yeah. Do have a 120 limit coming up, which is going to be interesting. Also, dealing with ATB without the help of the old HUD is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to keep my eye on the ATB bar. what's very interesting about this unit is it has a horizontal speed bar. I've never seen that in any other units. It's fascinating. Cut the throttle. I think we might have a signal coming up. Yeah. Love the hiss that the dead man's switch does, so you get warning beforehand before it actually goes off. Very nice. Suspect ATB will put us in 130 mode, so let's just be extra careful and slow down beforehand. Yep, as I thought. So yeah, there's multiple steps for ATB. There's a 160 mode, which isn't used on this route, of course. There's a 140 mode, which is green. 130, 80, 60, 40, and then red, I believe. Love these Dutch railway crossings. And the scenery's good too. I love the canals besides the track. This route could be a bit boring to drive on, but honestly, the scenery is excellent, the rolling stock is excellent. There isn't too much service variety, but if you have Kensington, Rheinborough, Ostend, and the Vossloh G6, you do get 2 freight runs from Zwolle to Onen Depot, and then 3 shunting maneuvers with the Vossloh G6, which is nice. I do like the Vossloh G6. Up to 140 in a minute, just keep an eye on that ATB bar. Full speed, back up to 140, which I believe is this unit's top speed. Yeah, and it's the maximum permitted speed on the route, along with the SNG3 Sprinter. Like, yeah, I just like this route. It's decently done, and like, there's a lot of it's very detailed. The stock is very well modeled. Like, yeah, and very unusually for a Trains of World route, it came with 2 new varieties of rolling stock, both of which had never been seen in the game before. New country, which hadn't been seen in the game before. A lot of new assets, new safety systems, etc. Like, the only route which I could think of that came out since this release that comes close to this level of new stuff is probably Liberec to Stara Paka by Vector Simulations, which is the Czech route. That came with 2 new forms of rolling stock and a lot of new assets. Just a bit of a pity that my Trent Valley video didn't work out, but hey, we're driving one of my favorite units in the game. Like, the Koploper is, like, I give Dovetail a lot of flack for their business practices, but some of their recent add-ons have been decent, like this route, and the Riviera line especially, and then Cardiff City Network as well. It's a single sprinter. Normally they're coupled together in pairs on this route. A lot of wind turbines. That's pretty impressive. "11 kilometers to Zwolle." So yeah, we're starting here and going down to here, while the route goes all the way up to Groningen. And then, yeah, if you, yeah. And then in real life from Groningen, you can actually catch diesel services to Oldenburg Bahnhof on Bremen Oldenburg, but that's only in real life. They're just represented as AI. Well, actually no, they're not represented at all because we don't have any Dutch diesels in the game, unfortunately. Love the dual tone horn, and also you can sound the horn by pressing spacebar and N at the same time, which is very nice. It's so weird being in between two canals on a railway embankment. Yeah, like this route does manage to feel very unique. Well, just unique, I suppose. Nine kilometers to go. How's performance? 50 FPS, not bad. This route does perform decently, apart from the occasional stutters. It's pretty well optimized, I gotta say. Right, the only other route which came out that Dovetail has made more recently that comes close to this in levels of quality is probably the Riviera line. Like, Stuttgart-Heilbronn just seems too short. New York-Stamford was might still be plagued by safety system issues. And yeah. Seven kilometers to go. So yeah, if we get an ATB warning, we'll just have to go notch 3, I believe, in order to cancel that, and then it'll go. And it'll do 3 buzzes to indicate we've reached the ATB speed. Plus, I just like running on this route. The 16-minute runs to Raphael are actually quite convenient, I have to say. Like, if you want to do something short, you really can't beat this little short run. Nice little bridge here. Coming up on a 100, so that probably means we'll get an ATB of 80. We'll see, because the ATB goes directly from 130 to 80, so I assume the ATB would go into 80 mode. We'll see. ATB is honestly pretty easy to learn. Like, yeah, it's like genuinely, it is pretty easy. Like, it might seem intimidating at first, it certainly did for me, but once you've got the hang of it, it's pretty easy. You just have to be careful and not get emergency braked. You can avoid entirely getting emergency braked if you're really taking care. Start getting notch 1 on the go. Still have 4.5 minutes to get to Zwolle. Yeah, I know. Soon we're going down to 80. I know we're slowing down a bit quickly, but I'm using notch 3 just to cancel any ATB stupidity. Well, alarms. You don't want to get emergency brake, that's for sure. Oh, still in 130 mode. Okay. Interesting. I hadn't realized. Okay. I think I still need to learn ATB a bit more. ATB's in 130 and yet we're limited to 100. That's actually very interesting. I was expecting it to go straight down to 80. But no. Guess I'm not used to all of ATB's foibles yet. Get down to 80. 1.4 kilometers to go. I love how the Koploper sits so high above the tracks. Like, gives you a very nice panoramic view. It's very weird being up this high, but hey. Alright. Prepare for ATB. Oh. We're good. Never mind. We are not good. Alright, we're waiting for the 3 buzzes. Maybe we're going down to 40 mode. Who knows? Yep, as I thought. 40 mode. Cyclist. Wouldn't be the Netherlands without cyclists. Alright, here we go. Zwolle. Do like this route, like genuinely. I think it's very well executed, and like Dovetail. This is like one of the few routes recently where Dovetail absolutely pulled all the stops for the route and genuinely just made it absolutely brilliant. Ooh, 1 meter. Unlocking doors. Welcome to Zwolle. Oh, nice. The horn has like a little echo to it, if you listen. Everyone's piling out. Service will then continue on off the map to Den Haag Centraal. And let's lock the doors. Ooh, no points lost to speeding. I will take that. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and if you are already subscribed, please hit the notification bell to make sure you never miss one of these videos. I got within a meter of the stop. That's pretty good. Then also, if you could please... if you want to, please join my Discord server where you can chat with me if you want. And also, if you want to go the extra mile towards supporting me, please do become a channel member. It really does help me out. And you get access to exclusive content. That'll be all from me for today, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.